withhold 530 billion naira CBN funds. Cardoso may order refund. And New Wage, NLC proposes sanctions for defaulting governors. There's also a headline on the Punch. Federal government rolls out 2,700 CNG buses, tricycles, May 18. How far can that number go? We'll find out details. Perhaps there are more to be released, but so far it says federal government rolls out 2,700 CNG buses, tricycles, May 18. Right, if you look still on the Punch newspaper, you'd find more headlines, and this one says marketers eye 700 naira per litre diesel after Dangote price cut. Now this makes sense. It used to be even 800, and I'm even glad they're looking at 700. And I'm pretty sure they might have also done certain calculations to say 700 would be fair. And if you ask anyone, I'm pretty sure they would say the same thing. Because if it goes for 700 eventually, or 800 at most, before it gets to us, the end users, we could be spending at most 1,000 or 900 naira for a liter of diesel. And we can start from there and look at what we see in the future with regards to bringing down the price, hopefully when we have other refineries up and running. Well, but if you go on to the Punch, those are some of the headlines you would find there. Now, remember that you can join the conversation on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Again, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH is the handle. This one says, outrage over discrimination against Nigerians at Abuja Chinese supermarket. Now, this is not the first time something of this nature is happening, where you have businesses owned by foreigners, and then in Nigeria, and then they discriminate against Nigerians who come. There was one that was trending on social media one time of how the foreigners were, racially abusing the Nigerian who came to use the facility. So it's striking. But outrage over discrimination against Nigerians at Abuja Chinese supermarket. Well, there you have that headline on the Punch newspaper. So let us know what your thoughts are on some of these. Also remember, if you missed the news, some of the headlines: River State government shuts down illegal hospital following death of patient. Governor Fubara group continues rallies in River State. And also on the news, you heard Ohaneze Ndibo refutes faction claims. Well, we would be coming after the commercial to take your reactions to all of these headlines. In the meantime, use the WhatsApp number 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. Don't forget, on Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, on X, Nigeria Info PH, and on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH. You can join us live on any of those online social media platforms. In the meantime, we'll take a very short commercial. The conversation continues immediately after that. Again, WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416. Good morning. Listen to this announcement. I, Comrade Darlington Abuchi Chinda, the Rivers State government shutting down the following date of patient. That's a welcome development. They should find other hospitals that are not capable. One call Hejirika says the rally is a good one because Rivers people have been liberated from the hands of one man. Lorenzo Delight says Rivers State government sealing illegal hospital. That's a good one. Views of Chief Emmanuel Anyanwu is not far from the truth. I totally support the rejection of any ban on Israeli army. CEO of Sele Emeoha says Uwayan should prove his claim beyond reasonable doubt that the Korean people speak Igbo. Okay. Chukudi Igboanugo says good morning. Oh, that's all you said. Good morning. All right. Keep the messages coming in on the live stream. If you haven't joined us on Facebook, it's simple. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH is the handle. So join the live stream, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Like the page, join the live stream, like it, drop your comments, and don't forget to also click on the share button. Skillful Piro says Rivers government closed down illegal hospital. Nice one. They should move around the state. We have them a lot. Jafet Ibekwe says the continuous attack on the governor's supporters is an act of bitterness by agents of destruction. Ima Ugonna Friday says shutting down hospital in the state is apt so that the proper investigation will be conducted. He sent in that one from Undoki. Oh, you're watching from Undoki. Okay. We now open the phone lines and take a few calls. We'll come back to your messages on Facebook and we'll also take your messages on WhatsApp. Don't forget to also join us on X, Nigeria Info PH, because we would be taking your comments on X as well. In the meantime, you can call us up on 0817 923 0002. 0817-923-0002. You can also call 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0003, or 0817-923-0002. 0007. Any of these numbers to get access to us here in the studio. Remember to keep it very short and straight to the point. Thank you very much. We'll start off with JJ is calling from Rumigbo this morning. JJ, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, go on.
Yes. Rivers State government shut down illegal hospital. I think that's just the way to go. Because at the end of the long run, you'll see that this illegal hospital, dirty hospital, is even more expensive at the end of the day. People dying and all those, that will not be condoled in Rivers State. So you can hear that they are going after those people to make sure they are shut down and arrested and even tried. Then the Thanksgiving continue. Andrew, are you aware that those who have been condemning the Thanksgiving, saying that government is doing this, they are also planning their own Thanksgiving right now? You cannot stop thanking God for what He has done for you. You know, there's a place in the Bible where they said that the sower went out to sow. Then at night, the evil people went to sow some other stones into those that they have sowed in the day. And those were removed, and people were thanking God. You're saying, no, it's not good. But you are planning your own Thanksgiving. And conclusively, outrage over discrimination in Abuja Chinese restaurant. Andrew, this grade A and grade B that PhD is doing, is it not discrimination? Is it not discrimination? What is the criteria they use to select people in grade A, grade B, first class, second class, and all those put together? I think we need to watch ourselves before we wreck ourselves.
All right, let's go to Omuma now. Alozie, good morning.
Good morning, you hear me?
You're welcome, Alozie. Go ahead.
Hear me on the case of this hospital that was reportedly the conduct of the surgery, one person lost his life. That was when the state government swung into action to steal that hospital. I want to say this morning. They should also go to other rural areas, like some inside universities. You see some people who are not even medical doctors, they are practicing. Some are just chemists. Those who just learn how to take paracetamol and prednisolone. They are conducting so many things, killing innocent citizens of Rivers State. So I will commend Rivers State government if they now start to conduct a routine check, particularly on our rural areas, so that they will nip at these people who are, protecting themselves to be medical doctors where they are not, killing innocent citizens. It's unfortunate. Thank you, Alozie.
Thank you, Alozie. And I think one other thing that would really help is in the locality where you live, you should be vigilant. And when you see suspicious things like this, you have to report them, because if you don't, nobody would know. All right, nobody would know. It could be existing there for years and nobody would have singular idea that something of that nature is operating there. So when you see something suspicious, when you visit a medical center and you see certain activities, or report these things so that people, I'm pretty sure what happened to this young man, somebody reported it and investigations went on and eventually discovered that, this place is even quack. Some of them are well built, well established, and you would think that this is, at the end of the day, it's not. So we as citizens, we also have a very big role to play if we are going to read the state of this quackery in the medical sector. Baridi Gyadom, good morning from OGRA.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead.
Andrew. Well, let me react to the pro-Fubara, supporters continues their Thanksgiving. Now, Barrio, I think the so-called, because I call them fake supporters, because the love they have for the governor is not genuine. Because can they tell me what Rivers State people are benefiting from all this Thanksgiving? Instead, the governor is wasting our money on this so-called Thanksgiving. Enough of all this. We can't continue like this now. Let them allow the governor to do his work. He can give the dividends of democracy while he was elected. Every day, Thanksgiving. because of what they are benefiting from the governor. Enough of all this Thanksgiving, I beg. Mama, stop them. Thank you.
All right, Barry Digiatom. Thank you. Ida from Nkoro, good morning.
Yeah, Canada, I greet you especially.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Canada, somebody cannot come on air say that it's so-called Thanksgiving. We are praising God. God did a very wonderful thing for us. People put canopy to celebrate whether Governor Simfubara want to pay the Supreme Court case. And God did it for us. God said whatever thing He gave us, we should give Him thanks. So that next time, He will still give it to us. Canada, if you see the massive turn up in Obiakpo, where the governor comes from, Canada is massive. I want to thank the leaders. We don't share money there. People just come out from their volunteer, come out from their houses. I'm not from Obiakpo, but I went there to see where people will come out. And Canada, I have the video, everything in my hand. So I want to thank God too. People want to celebrate their own. Thanksgiving will not end. We'll do for all the local government. That's why the former governor did for GDI. Okechinda did it for Elelewan. People attended. So don't come on air that is so-called Thanksgiving for praising God. Look at projects. People are happy that their salary has been increased. Go to Sangai Farm. Go to all the places. Project is booming. Is it because they are not coming on air, put it on social media that they are putting project? I want to commend the governor of Rivers State. He should continue his work. God will guide him and protect him, give him more wisdom, knowledge.
Thank you very much, Ida.
Good morning.
All right, thank you. And it's Ifeemi Andrew, by the way. I have to clarify that. Kalada will be coming later in the day. And secondly, people who feel like this Thanksgiving thing is being dragged, you would not blame them. Then you can also stop them. It's their resources. And if they want to thank God a million times over something, that's their right and their resources. As long as we know that, state funds are not spent on those things, and so far so good. Nobody has been able to prove in any way, shape or form that, these things are being done with state funds. So just allow them to do what they're doing until proven otherwise. Good news in Port Harcourt. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother, man.
Go on.
Yes, quick one. Let me continue from the Thanksgiving you're saying about. I think the songwriter said, if all his body is his mouth, it will not be enough to thank God. People should not be getting angry when somebody is thanking God. See, because they put it on air, there are factions. Okechinda sometimes thanked God. The former Governor Wike minister was there. Kelly Sobua said he's thanking God for life. Wike too was there. And the APC acting chairman, as recognized by National, Tony Kocha, is organizing Thanksgiving for next week too. Now, do we say that it is NDDC fund of River State that he's using? Is that what we should say? Or do we say that he has not done anything, that is wasting River's money? No. People who live in glasses shouldn't throw stones. My concern this morning is about the Ohanese issue, saying that there is no discrimination in their group, and relating equated to Igbo. I don't understand. If the Hausa understands Gambari, understands Fulani, does it make an Hausa man a Fulani man? That question is something I need to know. Then the issue of the hospital that they said they shut down. I think we must be very, very careful when we are rushing into issues. What about those hospitals you call quacking? And what about the ones that have done well, excellent jobs and delivered persons safely? Did they get recommendations? Those recognized hospitals that have killed people unknown to them, which like using, I know one, I will only mention this of the big hospitals. Do we say that they should shut them down? So I think the Riverside government should rather look into what cost it and improve on those hospitals instead of shutting those hospitals down. My name is Billy from Porto.
All right, good news. Well, good news to clarify quickly. Quackery is quackery. If you're not certified to operate as a doctor, you don't have that certification. It doesn't matter whatever it is. You can't operate. Operating there would be illegal. And because you are certified to operate does not mean that sometimes unfortunate incidents do not happen. They do. It does not then mean that, we shut you down. You're certified to operate doesn't mean that everything has to go right every single time. Ezekiah from Owerri, good morning.
Hello?
Ezekiah from Owerri, good morning to you.
No, it's Victor.
Victor, go ahead.
Okay, this issue of Thanksgiving. I want to be clear on how Fubara is spending the state fund. Because I just noticed some person just come out to criticize what is not right. Though I see that it's as a result of grief. Because they have seen Fubara growing his political structure. So he don't depend some person now. They are now going as far as criticizing what is not necessary, arresting, and the rest of them. Then in the sight of quack doctors and the quack hospitals, I look at it as a negligence of the agencies that government has been commissioning to checkmate all these things. They have been neglecting all these things. That is why when it happens like this, it looks as if somebody is waking from the sleep. We will go against those people. We will do this and that. Please, these agencies that government has put in place to check these things, please do your work. Do your work. If you have done your work from the beginning, we will not see all these things. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Victor, well said. Do your work. If you do your work, we would not see most of these things. And even when you are certified as a medical practitioner run a hospital, when certain things happen, it can also be reported and investigated. And Nigerians should know that you have these things. There are quarters that you can report the activities in that hospital that maybe led to the death of your family member or relative or friend, and you think that perhaps it was some unprofessional conduct. That, there are channels through which these things are reported, and then the hospital will be investigated regardless of whether it is certified. Whether it is certified is not even an exemption if unprofessional conduct take place in those areas. But if you are not certified to run a hospital or work as a doctor, you cannot. If you do it, it's quackery, and you'll be shut down and prosecuted for it if found guilty. Simple as that. There's no excuse. If you're so into passionate about saving lives, then just simply do the right thing and get certified. Uche Ken from Ichie, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
You're welcome. Good morning. Go on.
Thank you. Pro-Fubara supporters continue their rally, Thanksgiving rally. I have said it often here that nothing is wrong with Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is where you thank God and you give whatever thing in appreciation. But when it is being mismanaged, I believe that is where people react. People like Ichijoki, that will always use Thanksgiving rally or venue to call out people. Are you saying that those people should be silent? Is that what somebody is telling me here? I thought he would have used the avenue to ask God to forgive him. One of the videos yesterday where he made a speech by warning the governor not to do anything in Obiapo without even informing him. He no go agree or he no go agree. I thought he would have also played that one. Why would he ask the governor to forgive Okechinda? Why would he ask the governor to forgive Martin Ameple? Don't they have freedom of the association? Is it a necessity that people like Okechinda should support the governor? What has happened to the governor to support the minister that brought him this far? I believe it is high time for pro-Wike supporters to also come online to also demand an apology from the governor for allowing his pro-supporters to use the venue of Thanksgiving to insult Wike pro-supporters. Enough of all these things, sir. We keeping silent does not mean we don't know what to do or say. We all have what to say.
All right.
And finally, River State government shut down illegal hospital following a patient's death. Andrew, you remember Hagi Medical Center at Igruta? That the doctor was discovered as a quack doctor. My question is, if the patient should be looking for all the quack doctor hospitals, what is the duty of the NMA? The Nigerian Medical Association, where are they? Don't they have enrollment? Don't they know their doctors? They should wake up from slumber.
All right. Thank you very much. Alfred from Emoha, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
Yep, go on.
Andrew, about the Thanksgiving, I don't know why people keep condemning what God has asked us to do always. Even God has said we should be thankful to Him. He didn't do us wrong. At least for life, we should be thankful. So if people are deemed it wise to always thank God, even at every day, please see no evil or wrong to it. And let me tell them that the election of Governor King cut across the whole of Rivers State, and that every local government must do their thanksgiving, no matter how they condemn it, no matter how they see it, they must thank God for at least making Fubara a winner in the election. So the people should not see it wrong. And then on the shutting down of the hospital, I want to also use this opportunity to beg Governor Fubara to look at the hospitals in Emoha. Emoha didn't have not one working hospital in Emoha, but we have 2 general hospitals that are supposed to be working, but not even one is working. Please, you should look into the government responsibilities in Emoha local government, the area of life and hospitals.
Thank you very much. Eze Ken from Ubimini, good morning.
Good morning, Shemi Andrew.
Welcome.
Yes, I want to add my voice on the Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu's debunking fashion in Ohaneze, Ndibu. I think that man is a respected man. I believe what he said, because Ohaneze had involved themselves deeply in politics, and they should reap whatever thing they are doing with political scenarios. Secondly, you see, I mean, why do we always close the gate when the goats have already escaped? Anytime something terrible happens, that is when some certain government agencies, committees will come as if they are still or they were on duty. The hospital that somebody was operated to death, doesn't mean that they don't know that that hospital has been doing that for long. It's very, very unfortunate. Ezekiel Ojo.
All right, Ezekiel, thank you very much. On X, at skillful_Piro says, marketers eye 700 a litre for diesel. Nice one. If only they will keep to their promise. It is not the marketers that are going to keep to the promise. The marketers are asking that the Dangote refinery sells to them at 700 naira a litre. So what that means is by the time they move the product from the refinery to their stations locally for us to purchase, the cost would not be too high. At most, we could be talking 800. All right, depending on the closeness to the refinery, 750 for some people, 900 for some people. That's the picture they are trying to paint. On X, Nigeria Info PH is the handle. So if you haven't joined us on X, go and follow us and drop your comments. Meanwhile, let's see what we have on WhatsApp. Plenty of messages here as well. Let's start with Opwada Jumbo Cliff. Says we should stop defending the governor. My brother, it is not defending. You might not like it, and I think that's one thing with the politics. Something Uche Ken was saying, I said I was also going to say, it's the politics that we have developed in Rivers State that people become so we become sentimental, perhaps because of who we like or who we don't like. This is the reality in this country. Politicians use every avenue to say anything about people. We've seen it happen. We are going to still see it happen. Is it right? No. But when one person we like did it, we didn't condemn it. Another person we don't like is doing it now. This is the situation. If it's to be condemned, then if the people, I've always said, the people are the ones that will cause this change in the politics of this country. And the people so far seem to be singing along and following, even when you see that who you like or who you are following or who you are supporting is doing wrong or what is doing is not right. What do we say? It's the politics. And this is where the politics is taking us. There are many more people on the streets who will get into power and do worse already because of what they have been following or who they have been following and what they have been seeing. It's where we are. So if people want to do Thanksgiving for 50 years, let them. The point is, don't use state funds. As long as you're not using state funds, it is your money you are spending. If you want to drag it for another 20 years, that's up to you. Until somebody comes and proves that, oh, these people are being sponsored with state funds, then we can have a conversation. Stay with us.
Nigeria Info will be right back.